All right, good evening, good people. What's up? What's up? Give everybody a couple minutes. It's still early. It is just before 9 o'clock. Shout out to the replay gang. If you are watching this, replay gang, what up? Shout out to the replay gang. Hopefully everybody's good. Waiting for everybody to pop on in. Pop on in. Scrog, what up with you, man? How you doing this evening? Invite guest. Let's see. Where's Jimmy? Where's everybody? Scrouts is doing better than he deserves. That's what's up. I completely understand. Trying to get set up over here. What up, Jimmy? How you doing? I'll need to get up in a moment. I don't have a refreshing beverage. What's today? The 12th. Oh, that's right. Last week was last week the first of Wednesday was, and I was away, so I didn't even. I'll say I didn't even get to partake in a nice bottle. Oh man, Skeet, you going? Let me see. Just keep reminding me, dog. Just keep reminding me. I appreciate the pressure. I appreciate the pressure. How much is the trip, Skeet? What up, TJ? Roger says when you're on time, everyone is late. You're absolutely correct, dude. Roger, I was over by your neck of the woods yesterday. I had to work in White. I had to work in White Flint. Um, there's a remote office that I was at in White Flint, and the missus went to work. Well, I drove to where I needed to be. She dropped me off, then she went to work, and then of course came back and picked me up later afterward. I'm like, hey, wanna go get ice cream? So we went past your ice cream spot. I had the Oreo and coffee, and I had Oreo and coffee, and then the mango, not mango, then the peach, and she had um, Oreo and coffee and what can I think? The mango one, I think the mango sticky rice. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, I know. So I'm like keep applying the pressure, Skeet. Just remind me how much it is, like every like once a month or so. Um, you said you knew what's coming. I sure did. What up, Sean? How you doing this evening, man? Hopefully everything is well with you. Jimmy, oh,
Yo, what's up? What's up?
how you doing?
Good.
You got a special bottle or you got a regular bottle?
No, I got a good one for you tonight.
All right, what's that?
I'm gonna bring Junior in.
Oh, the stag.
I'm gonna bring Stag Junior in. They don't call that Stag Junior anymore. It's just Stag. They don't call that George anymore. They did away with the little moniker, but it's
Roger that. Or
still it's still the same.
I
It's still
need
the
some of
same.
those Glen Cat. Those are Glen Cat, Glen Caring, Glen
Glen
Allen.
Carey. No,
Glencairn.
Glencairn. Yeah,
I don't have any of those glasses.
Glencairn.
I need
Man, you can get them for cheap on Big A.
Amazon. I know.
Yeah, you can
I'm
get them for cheap.
gonna have to
You can
look
buy them
and get some.
half a dozen at a time, and
Oh,
it really does. You
really?
can, yeah, you can. Oh, see,
Mm,
and that's Sazerac. That's Buffalo Trace all the way. You can
mm,
smell. You can check for legs. Oh my
mm-hmm.
goodness, that's got legs for days.
Didn't we
Oh,
look up what
sorry.
the bourbon equivalent to a sommelier was a couple weeks ago? Do you
I
remember
think
what it
so.
was called? Yeah, we did, but I can't remember what
I
it was
think
called.
so. I don't remember. I don't
And
remember.
Sean
That's
said
before you
he's
went out
yet to
to
find.
Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean said he's yet to find Stag at MSRP, and he refused to pay secondary. So,
Look, you don't have to. The bourbon bubble has burst. It has
well,
burst. It is.
I don't
It
know.
is. It is.
I don't.
Look, just keep looking. You will find it. It is. It is coming. Stuff that was unicorn bottles you can find on the shelf now. It
Mm,
is. It is unreal. I I would have never believed that that would have happened as quickly as it has, but it
well,
it
if that
it
dude was stealing
at
all of the
least
bourbon and inflating the
in the
price
southeast.
artificially.
Well,
What up,
and what
Taj? How you doing this evening? Oh man, yo, B is hilarious. B is funny. Hold on. Before we, I feel like I need to intro this. All right, so hold on. Look,
all right.
so
Oh,
you
there
see
he
me
is.
talking to this car,
Just a
and
second.
then all right, so there's B and I, and oh, this was at the garage right before you left. So I was already feeling it after drinking. But this right there, I'm telling this Tesla, they're going the wrong way down the street, right? So we're standing on
Matt,
the
got
corner.
no audio.
We're standing on the corner and or on the sidewalk, just and the whole thing was, I'm like, I saw the car coming down the street, and B saw the car coming down the street, and I'm like, you can't park there. You can't park there. So then,
so
then
so
mm,
go ahead.
well, oh, hold up. TJ said he hit level 49 in life today. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday,
Uh-oh.
man.
Bless your heart.
Look, Roger
You
said
want to
all that
pray?
yawning means we're barely gonna make it to 11.
Yeah,
Look,
you want to pray?
um did I have any caffeine today? I have not had any caffeine today.
All right. What you drinking tonight?
I don't know. I haven't. So
Oh no,
I
no, no,
I
no, no, no. How
no no
about
no.
your
I'm
guy? Your guy has hooked you up, I'm sure. He should be
no
on here
no.
tonight.
I'm living
You,
on the I want to say living on the past, but I still have some. Still have some.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah. It's just not much.
We can go have
But
some beer tonight.
oh yeah. But my wife hooked me up heavy. She was in Florida last week with her mom,
Yeah.
and she brought back some jars of Granddaddy Mims. That
Oh,
Granddaddy Mims moonshine. Have you had Granddaddy Mims moonshine?
I have not, but I have seen it.
Man,
Yeah.
man,
I'm gonna have
is
to run to
good.
Baltimore. I'm gonna have to run to Baltimore to
No,
probably
you need
taste
you
that.
you be better going to Florida. Actually, it's made in South Carolina. You might as well find it
What?
there. Yes.
What?
Hold on. Let me go get one of these jars.
Go, yeah, go
I
get it and let's see
I'm
where it comes from. We'll, if it's that good, we'll have to go check it out.
I think if it's not South Carolina, it's somewhere in Florida. But let me catch up on the comments real quick. So
Okay.
um Scrog says, speaking of Buffalo Trace, I found Buffalo Trace cigar. So pairing that with some Buffalo Trace tonight. Nice. Bourbon
Ooh.
Stewart. Okay. Tosh says the Bourbon Stewart. TJ says, thank you. He's ill prepared for the live stream. I am. So we went we went and had oh man, you gonna play that on repeat all night long?
Probably.
Me?
So yeah, you. So the whole thing is show the picture of
No.
Joe. Show the picture of Joe. So this dude right here, can you see
You
my
got
mouth?
a
Oh, you
picture
can't
of
see my
Joe.
mouth. I know. I was saying, show the picture of Joe. So Joe was at this little hole in the wall. It was I don't even know. I guess it was a Japanese spot because
Japanese.
they had Sapporo. But we sat and had a couple beers before I was supposed to go to work. Okay, and Joe was he had us cracking up because we saw signs that said, we're buying like two beers a piece, right? Oh, we'll get two beers, we'll get two beers, we'll get two beers. Then we see a sign like three beers in that says if you buy a pitcher, I'm like, well, damn, Joe didn't even offer us a pitcher. What the hell? So he's the sign said you can get $10 off a pitcher. So we were like, Joe, why you didn't get a picture? He's like, that's yesterday's special. He was like, that's tomorrow's special. He was giving us every excuse under the book to not give us.
He was great. Joe was
He was
awesome.
he was hilarious. And then we're sitting there and dude, we sat there and had was it four or was it five?
Uh,
It was at
I
least
thought it was
four.
more than that. I think it was
It
six.
it oh, damn. I don't want to admit that it was six. It was four. It was four before
Okay,
before I had to go to
well,
work.
we
I
we
had
did
I
good.
had
We did
I
good.
had I had like a half an hour, 45 minutes to kind of get right, and I sure did. So I got right, did what I needed to do, and then uh, B and I hung out. B went and had dinner, and I did the work I had to do, and then we kind of walked around for a little bit, and then that's when we started. And then after, of course, we started the live stream, and I ate that beef rib, and man, oh man, that beef rib was pretty freaking amazing. B, had I thought about it, I would have brought something frozen from I didn't know how I was gonna reheat it, so that's why I was like, I'm not gonna risk
Yeah.
trying to.
No,
Plus, I
it's all
didn't know
good.
when I was gonna
Hey,
get in the hotel,
it was
but
worth trying.
I know for next time, the logistics to. But then it'll be like one of those things where I'll say, B, bring your sous vide, do this, do that, and you'll forget like the cord for the sous vide or something important.
The only thing
So
I'd say is not leaving well, not just for the tri-tip, but
yeah.
just in
Oh
general,
yeah,
the beef
yeah.
ribs, just
They were so
do it for
good.
like maybe an hour and a half at
I,
most. We were gone
look,
like 4 or 5 hours, and
mm,
the beef ribs weren't as good as they should have been. So
oh, so Tosh says he's sipping on some of that Penelope Estate Unc recommended a few weeks ago, and
Ooh,
smoking on the leather rose. Ooh, Tosh, I have. Oh, so all right. Just hold on one second. I gotta show y'all some stuff. All right, I'll be right back.
all right, go for it.
Yes,
So, B, how is it on the other side of the country?
oh God, we've been in well, it's actually cooling down now. We've been in a heat wave for a bit, so been
We're
103 to 106.
yeah,
So
it's
but in
it's
San
it's
Francisco,
in the
it was like,
middle.
huh?
And as usual, we're in the middle of a thunderstorm with Dash Night. That it it came through. He got started and it came through. I don't know whether we're finished with it or not, but I mean it was rattling the house, and I'm like, oh man, here we go. So, but the laptop was, I would have had to have a flashlight under my
all
chin.
right. So let me
Yeah.
just show you this.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
So
there you go.
I feel like one of them girls that be doing this, making all the noise. So it says it's distilled in Georgia. So it says
You say
Georgia.
where? You say
I
where?
it hold on, let's see. Blairsville, Georgia.
Blairsville.
Yeah.
That sounds
So
like South. That sounds like South.
this, you see what that says? 140 proof mule kicking.
Yep,
Yeah.
It's 140 proof.
that's about
This
right.
this one is 96 proof blueberry.
That sounds really
Uh,
good, actually.
Oh, it is really good. It's just straight on ice. This is 96 proof peach,
Ooh,
which
peach.
is
I know somebody in the chat that would love that. The
it's
peach.
fantastic. This is the 80 proof apple, just straight apple. There you go.
The
And And
sugar
then,
ice. Oh my god.
oh yeah, it is fantastic. And this is a 100 proof. It says authentic corn recipe. 100 proof authentic corn. So what had happened was there were 6 bottles or 6 jars in this box,
Which
but
was the
one
one
of
that disappeared?
it was the it was like an apple cobbler, I think it was, and it was only about 40-ish proof. But I had that thing. It took me a day and a half over ice to take care of that one, and it was fantastic. So I'm gonna have to get some ice and a glass in a little bit. So I'm gonna
So
leave it right there. So it's the reminder. Now, Taj Scrog, this is this is for you. So yes, Scrog says Dash is moonshine ASMR. Roger, you gotta
That'd be cool
save
to do
those
some.
jokes for when Quentin actually gets here. I should text him in a moment. So this is my Tupperware humidor. Okay, and I had to get this big old Tupperware humidor because Alton sent me such a big box of cigars. This is what he hooked me up with. When I
mercy.
say he hooked me up
He
heavy,
Uh,
hooked you up.
heavy, okay? And I have been going through and smoking on some of these cigars. He sent me this box probably a month ago, maybe. And I have been going through and finding some of the ones that I really like. And my goodness, my goodness. Um, these some of these cigars have been pretty good, and other ones I'm like, okay, I know I don't like that one. So I haven't bought any cigars. I haven't bought any cigars in a while.
it's
Um,
out of here.
so I'm gonna have to, like I said, I gotta like organize them. I kind of like pick some out that I've liked, but my goodness, um, when am I
Hmm.
coming down? You let me know, Taj.
Right.
What you doing Saturday? Actually,
So
because I have some folks coming down to the house, and they're more than welcome. But we can talk offline.
so
Um,
Brian, you like peaches? Brian, you like peaches?
he must be doing something else. He's trying to figure out why that video won't play with the sound. Brian, he can't hear us.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you like peaches?
No, my internet's kind of wacky tonight, so
Is that a yes? Is that a yes or no? You like peaches?
I like peaches.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll see if I can't do something for you. I'm about to do something with
Oh,
peaches. So
really?
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. All
You
right.
got my address?
And I'm not going to send it to you. You'll have to watch it.
Oh, okay, okay.
You'll have to
No,
watch it. I'll do a
it's a
video for you.
surprise.
Yeah.
A surprise
Oh,
peach.
well, he
Yep.
gonna be cooking
Surprise
with
peaches.
peaches. You gonna make a peach
Oh,
cobbler
okay,
or
there
like
you
a
go.
peach dump cake?
Nope.
If you, oh, okay. I
No.
was gonna say
No.
if you do,
No.
you're gonna need to add some more butter, baby.
Yeah. You're
More
right.
butter, more
You're
butter, baby.
exactly right. You're
More
right. You
butter.
can't do it.
I was
You can't do a
no,
dump cake without more butter,
no,
baby.
more. You need more butter, baby. Is that enough butter? No, it's not. You
No,
need more butter, baby.
more
More butter,
butter,
So
baby.
baby.
more
Yeah.
butter, baby. Look. Here we go. Look, this is one of the OG containers. So this has Ryan's,
That's,
from Backline Fab. This is a old,
yeah.
old,
That's good.
old Steel Drum Smokers. This is a glitter sticker. Look, it has one of the big stickers on it. Um, and oh goodness, this is an OG. Well, actually, this is a newer Crimson Creek sticker because it says Dripping Springs and not Austin. Um, and then of course you guys have seen this drinking vessel, but I had some repairs done on my car. I actually finally got repairs done on my car, and that gallon container was in my car, so I finally pulled it out of the car. So I'm like, put water in that one to put water into this one to try to drink a gallon of water a day. Um, Tosh said, "Yeah, off the matrix." Um, Any Perdomo's BBAs, bourbon barrel aged. I don't know what Perdomo is. Oh no, I don't think so. But I can look. Did you create a spreadsheet to check the cigars? No. There is actually an app that you can track cigars on or with. Um, so Tyler, like I said, I'm gonna hit you up offline, just so you know. Scrog said I made a whiskey peach smoked pork loin last weekend. Nice, nice.
Nice.
TJ said I have a video for you. Oh boy.
I'm
Blind
sure he
man, he
does.
says, "Hey everyone," and he must have fallen asleep at the keyboard because he just put a whole bunch of keys. He pulled the Marcus and said hello and then fell right to sleep. What
I
up,
got
Kent? How you doing this evening? He says, "Hey
I,
y'all." He's listening while
What up, Kent?
driving. Hmm. Hmm. All right.
I got tickled at Dave. Dave commented on my ribeye video that it looks good. I'm like, I'm like,
That's
oh
hilarious.
man, yep.
um, TJ said, do a side by side uses comparison of your cabinet smoker versus your 42. The same size portion and seeing difference in fuel usage and how the cook goes. So that is one of the reasons why I have not pulled that smoker out of the garage just yet. Is because I want to do a side by side comparison, but I have been out of town for work, and then other things have been going on, so I haven't been able to do that side by side comparison cook just yet. Um, Bumpy says, "Damn, scroll up about 7 comments."
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Dash is in those Frisco streets. Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
they actually let him loose for this. That
I
was
know, right?
hilarious. Just saying.
So John says, "Hello from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Question. In the winter months, if I get a double wall cooker, do I still need a thermal blanket? Probably not. But your winters are probably way more harsh than my winters. So the insulated blanket probably would not be a bad idea, even if you have a insulated smoker. I did notice that the I have an insulated vertical smoker, and it would chug right along during the winter. It didn't care. Where my the uninsulated smoker, the wood burning smoker I had, you could definitely tell that I had to throw more wood into the fire in order to keep it raring to go. Basically, keep it roaring. So the last time I used it for turkeys, I went through probably twice as much wood that I would have normally gone through on a Thanksgiving cook. But also the problem with that smoker at the time was the bottom of the smoker had rusted completely out. So a good majority of the heat that was being put off was just being let out to the atmosphere. I mean, I was nice and warm in the garage because it was a big old heater, a radiator basically, but it did not do very much for my cooking in a timely fashion or efficiently.
Yeah, man, I
Um,
couldn't I couldn't cook in the
California doesn't
wintertime
have
without
that
my
issue.
welding blanket.
yeah,
All of my smokers love that welding blanket when
okay.
cold weather comes.
That's how some that's sometimes that somehow you made that LSG for 20 by 42 look small with those two racks of baby back ribs. They were decent sized racks of ribs. I mean, you can.
There's a lot of room
I
in there.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of room, but you got to remember, I also wasn't cooking like all the way in the corner, and I also had the water pan in there, so that took up a lot of room. So it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. There was plenty of room. Like I said, I probably could easily fit 6 racks across the bottom rack, and I didn't even have the top rack in. And on the top rack, probably diagonally, or if I maybe cut the ribs in half, I probably could have fit another 3 or 4 racks up there on the top rack. Blind man Dave said, "My keyboard is messed up. It's putting weird letters after comments." Yeah,
That's not what
he,
he says.
no, that's not what he says. Alan said, "Bro, I can't get none of those LSG ribs you hooked up. Dude, them ribs are long gone." Let me just tell you, that rib cook, I did that rib cook back in July. Like, actually, it might have even been still in June. I actually put a few videos out of order, and I'm trying to get back into order of the cooking. So I did the brisket, then I cleaned the cooker, then I did the ribs, those ribs, and then I did like another cook, maybe two. I have last time I looked, I had 5 videos in order that I need to get out. So I haven't cooked anything in a while because I've been traveling and I had other things going on. So I haven't done anything cook wise. Um, so I haven't even seen my guy. Like I said, I wish I would have had the opportunity to see my guy, but that didn't work out this week. So luckily he hooked me up with a half gallon last week and I or 2 weeks ago, and I'm like I haven't finished that yet. But I mean we're halfway through the half gallon, so we need to re up. Bobby says, so did you go to Chinatown, see the painted ladies, or go to the wharf? I went to the wharf. I did not go to Chinatown. I went past Chinatown on the cable cars. So I guess let me just let's just work this out. So I was in San Francisco from Wednesday to Friday, basically. I left late Friday night, and Wednesday I got into San Francisco, or I was like, let me get in there early. I can get in, get settled, hopefully get into my room, figure out where things are, and if I have chance, time to see something, I will. But I was like, I'm not really pressed because I knew that I had to work all day Thursday, and then on Friday, I'm like, I had the entire day to get up, get checked out, and out of the hotel, and then I had the whole day to sightsee. So I had really not much of a plan aside from the fact that I knew I wanted to get on the cable cars just because. But then, so I hung out with, like I said, I got to the hotel, hung out with B. We drank our lunch. um,
Drink, yes.
we drank our lunch. Um, and actually, what's crazy is when I got to the hotel, I'm like, all right, I got to the hotel like 9:30, 10 o'clock local time. So I'm like, all right, well, I haven't eaten anything. So across the street from the hotel where I was staying at, so I was staying on Geary Street, and if you're, I don't say familiar with San Francisco, it's like everything's off of Geary Street. So I was at Geary and Taylor at the Cliff Sonesta, right? And I'm like, okay, it's pretty. It was a lot going on down there, right? A lot in a good way and a lot in a bad way. Um, so,
I
but
can
there was a
mention one
deli.
thing. I
Go
can
ahead,
mention.
B.
So there was a Jack in the Box at the end of the
Uh,
block.
oh my god, bro. All right, so hold on. We'll get to the Jack in the Box. So I
Okay.
get checked into the hotel, and I'm like, all right. So in the hotel, there's like this little breakfast eatery type thing, and I go down there, and I'm like, damn, yo, for like a bagel was like $15. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm not doing that. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just walk out to the street, see what's up. I walk out, and it's called Dave's Deli, Dave's Delicatessen. And I'm like, or David's Delicatessen. And I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just walk in there. I can walk in there and I'm like, boom. I sit down. It wasn't a whole bunch of people. When I say I broke bread and they had uh, beef bratwurst or beef knockwurst or whatever it was beef sausage. And they had turkey bacon. I was like, say less. So I had a big old
Turkey bacon.
breakfast. Man, oh, it was fantastic. So it seemed like it was a Jewish deli. So I was like, boom. It seemed like everything I could eat everything there. So I was like, cool. Ate at the deli. I found a little liquor spot. Got the Maker's Mark. What? Oh, Wood. No, I got the Woodford. That's what I had. Got the Woodford and was like, all right, I'm chilling. I waited for B. Linked up with B. We stood outside for a while, talked, just like watching people watching, and
Yeah.
then went back up to the room and was like, all right, you try and get a drink. He's like, no, 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 we chilled. Plus, I had to work. So it's like, all right, well, let's go find, a quick bite to eat. Well, that's when we found Joe's spot and the Japanese spot. We go and sit down. I'm like,
Joe.
yo, you want a beer?
Joe.
So we go in and have a beer. And then we had 2 beers. And then we had 3 beers. And then we had 4 beers, right? Now, mind you, I still have to work, right? So I'm like, all right, yo, I gotta chill. B's like, one more. I'm like, after the third one, I'm like,
What?
sure. Yeah, I'm like, sure. All right, come on, let's.
Not
I'm
me.
like, I
No.
got I got like an
Look,
hour. I got like an hour before I have to work. All right, cool. So we have one more beer. And then we're standing outside. I was like, all right, let's get some fresh air. Let me get the Japanese restaurant smell off of me. So
yeah,
so we're
right,
standing outside,
right.
and that's when we see that Tesla going the wrong way down the street, right? So, oh my gosh, we're
I'll tell you, it was funny as shit seeing that little old chick in the
yo.
passenger seat
She
with
was
a six
cracking up.
foot black guy walking right
She
up to
was
her.
cracking up, and I knocked on the window, and she rolled the window down, and I was like, "You can't park here."
I could
she,
not pull my
she,
phone out quick enough.
she,
I
she was
swear to God,
dying. She was cracking
I
up.
was
She was
laughing my
cracking
ass
up.
off.
Everybody who saw it, there was another guy who was standing here like he
It
was
was
like a doorman.
security. Security.
Yeah, he was cracking up. He was like, "Man, people drive down the street the wrong way all the time." Blah blah blah. So, like I said, so then that happened. I went to work, and then after I went to work, I'm like, "All right, well, let's just walk around, kill some time." So that's when we go to the Jack in the Box, and then B will tell you what happened at the Jack in the Box.
So we get into the Jack in the Box, right? And there's a big. I noticed before he did.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
There's a big
noticed
old
they had a
sign.
sign, Billy Cheesesteak. I've already had we've had this discussion on a previous live stream. I knew exactly what was going to happen. Just
Many
saying.
live streams.
So we get in. He's like, yeah,
We
we're
go
gonna go check
inside.
the.
I said
What's
I've
that?
never been in the Jack in the Box. I want to go inside just to see,
So
what the
we
see the
go
menu.
inside. We go inside, right? Mm, yeah. Dash, B dash. Just saying. Dash, B
Yep.
dash.
I'm the same
Yeah.
person online as I am in person. Okay.
B. You got to bear in mind these people are. I mean, the people behind the counter of a fast food place is mm, probably not the most. I could be
Traveled,
wrong.
maybe
I
not the
could be
the,
wrong.
the most well
They may
traveled.
not be the most educated people. Okay, Dash went into the boy big time.
Just above
I was,
This
sleeping in
is not
tents.
Philly cheesesteak. Don't
Just above
say
sleeping in a
Philly.
tent.
yeah, because he's like, oh, we have a new Philly. I'm like, a Philly? I'm not getting that.
Uh,
I'm like, no. He's like, oh, I
no,
said I'm
no,
from Philly.
no.
Why would
That
I
you
get a
said the wrong
cheesesteak
fucking
from? I said, why would I get a cheesesteak from here, from you? I was like, no, I'm not doing it. He's like, oh, you're from Philly? And then he said, oh, my cousin lives out there or something like that. He said, oh, the Philly cheesesteaks are really good out there. I'm like, first of all, it's just a cheesesteak, just a cheesesteak. Just call it a cheesesteak. And then it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. All right, so let's
but
see. Hold on, let me
so
catch up real
before
quick.
okay.
All right. Blind Man Davis is a good question for you with your catering business. How long did you wait to upgrade to bigger equipment? So my bigger equipment is what drove my catering business. Honestly, I bought the bigger smoker. Well, actually, I ended up cooking on two drums for maybe not even 6 months, but I ended up having a big cook for the Super Bowl. Like I ended up having to do 4 or 5 cycles of cooks for the
Mm.
Super Bowl
And you're
in
like, F this.
2014. And it wasn't even a F this. It just so happened that I was like, all right, well, I'm looking for something a little bit bigger to make it easier. And I was looking to take like an oil tank and converted it into a cooker. And then I found Kirk, who built one. And then we started talking about it because I was trying to get ideas on how to make one myself. And then he basically was like, "Hey, I had this opportunity to do some redneck financing. You can come get this smoker if you come and get it." And I'm like,
Redneck financing. That's a new one.
"Oh yeah, I say that all the time because of Kirk. Kirk,
I,
Kirk
I
says
I
that.
got gas and gear to get there.
Yep."
That's what that
So
means.
and
Yep.
I was like, all right. So I I sold a motorcycle actually. I had a motorcycle I bought and I intended to ride it, but I sold it and put some cash on top, and then bought Bessie, and that was the best financial investment I've ever made in my life. So, but that was kind of what drove me to get the bigger equipment. And then any and every time Kirk had a smoker that he built to kind of build one because he's like, oh, I got an itch, I want to scratch this itch and build this thing. He's like, hey, I'll offer you the first right of refusal. So the
Okay.
other or other two smokers that he built, well, I think let's say he built 6 smokers, I have half of them. I have 3 of them. He still has one. He sold one to someone else, and then and the second one, another one, he sold the second one to someone else. So he sold two, kept one, and sold me three of them. So let's see. John says, "What's the reason for a double smoke? It's just a preference." And do you have a video on the process? I actually don't double smoke anything. So a lot of people will double smoke a ham. I'm like, why? The ham is already done. What's the point of doing a double smoke? But that's just me. Probably, I'm also not keen to do it because I don't eat the ham myself. That's probably why. Chris, what up, man? He says that you're lucky that Tesla didn't activate its perimeter security feature. Just saying. So the
My
perimeter
whole
security feature just records. It
my
won't
whole
do. It's
question is
nothing passive.
why didn't that freaking Tesla say, "Hey,
Tell, yep, you're
warning
going the wrong
sign, you're
way.
going the wrong freaking way."
What up,
Just
Keon?
saying.
How you doing this evening? He says, "Hey, yo,
What
what's
up,
up, Dash
Keon?
and Barbecue fan?" Um, Angela said, "Only coming through for a second. Go on. By the time you read this, J&B egg rolls used to be the hit. Anyway, I'll stop through unexpectedly. Sat to steal a hat for a second. Yeah, come on through. Philly, you talking about a horse? Yeah. Mm.
So you
Angela. Yeah.
you did forget as soon as you got well, as soon as I showed up, we got into the room and we set up the sous vide
Oh yeah.
and got the food started. So
Yep.
then we went drinking
Yep.
after that. So
So the sous
we
vide
set the sous vide
was sitting for
we
like
set the
3 or
sous
4
vide for
hours.
150 degrees and we took off, went and had
Lunch.
lunch,
Yep.
quote unquote. He did bring out some pretty good freaking food, just saying.
Yeah.
Just on the house actually, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He gave us like some spring rolls
Spring
originally,
rolls. Hmm.
and then he
So
told us he
good
was going to
food.
charge us $10 for the spring rolls after he gave them to us. uh,
Maybe it was because it was a white boy, or I don't know what it was,
mm-hmm.
but hey,
He was. I don't know what it was. Yeah, he had a crush on you. Yep, that's what it was. So TJ,
TMI,
T,
TMI.
TJ, TJ said, in his opinion, the double smoked ham is really just to cook on the sweet glaze for eye appeal and added taste. You know, Jimmy, do you agree? Disagree? You've double smoked hams before.
I have it. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes um, you wonder why when you get through, but it does add color and smoke to it when you do that. So
Anytime I could smoke something, F it. I'm doing it. Just saying.
So Steve, what up, Steven? He says, "Hey, yo, that's Jimmy Bryan and family. Good evening. Just got home. Been a
What
long
up,
day.
Steve?
Oh, we already know." Blind man says, "Okay, that's where I'm at now. I feel like I can do more with larger equipment. You definitely can. You know that whole
Yep.
if you build it, they will come. Um, Usually whenever someone asks me for a smoker recommendation, I say buy the biggest thing that you can afford, because what'll end up happening is you'll outgrow it. You start cooking
Hmm.
and you cook for other people, and then other people join in and they all want something at the same exact time, and you're like, I don't have enough room in my smoker. I need to get a bigger smoker, and then you're like kicking yourself that you didn't just pay the piper up front. So that's what I usually find. I won't say happens, but is typically the case. All right, so John says, "Have you tried cooking pizza different ways, wood, pellets, etc.?
Yeah.
What do you like better if you tried all different methods?" So I have never cooked a pizza in one of my pellet cookers, but I have cooked a pizza in the Big Green Egg, and it definitely put some smoke flavor. And
Yes.
I had crust on the crust. Now, mind you, I haven't done like a pizza from scratch in one of the smokers slash pellet cookers or period, just because I pizza's not
well,
something that I'm like eating all the time. Or if I do a pizza, I honestly
me
really
either.
like doing skillet pizzas. So I'll do the pizza in the oven, and I'll use a cast iron skillet, and I'll make my sausage in the skillet to heat up the skillet, and then take brown the sausage, take the sausage off, make my pizza, put the pizza back down in the skillet, and put the whole thing in the oven. And usually at like 450 degrees with the already warm skillet, it takes 12 to 13 minutes to make a pizza. And if you haven't, I have a few videos on us making pizzas. And then also Jimmy gave me a few. He sent me a few smaller skillets, like they might be like 6 inch skillets, maybe 5 inch, 6 inch skillets, and
something like that.
and my wife and daughter, we will every now and again make a have like a pizza station or like a pizza party almost, where everybody makes their own pizza, and I'm the one throwing the pizzas in the oven, but they make their pizza, then
So
I put them into the skillet, get
you
them done.
you need a bigger
So
one.
a
I'm
bigger
looking at a
skillet.
wall. Oh yeah, I'm
I
looking at a
no,
wall.
I have the two. Let's say they're two 6 inch skillets. I have a 12 inch skillet, and then I have a 15 inch skillet. Um,
Okay.
so and then
Decent.
I have a Dutch oven too.
Well, well,
So
with the pizzas, Bighorn went after a lot of us, and
oh
they
yeah,
just
and
kept
I
Oh
hammering
yeah.
and hammering. And I finally said, "Okay,
Yep.
all right,
I
send me one." And it's
yep.
the pellet slash gas
Oh, so I don't have
that
that one. I just have the
do
propane one.
both. That do both. And I played with it a little bit. It's
It
and
takes some
you'll
learning.
see a video on it, and that's exactly what I said. There's a
Oh,
learning curve
we
because
talked. No, we saw that video because you said that you or at least you talked about it because you said that no, and I saw the video because the pizza got stuck on the peel,
it did,
and
it
you
did.
said you ended up having to clean the whole thing up and start the video all the way over.
I did, and it's there's several different things you can use on the peel itself when you put it in.
Yep.
That that is like ball bearings it'll roll off and you
Mm-hmm.
can
Yep.
get it back on and
Cornmeal.
whatnot. And it's exactly right.
Cornmeal.
And so it there's a learning curve with that. We just don't eat a lot of pizza, so
Yeah.
that's not something I
I'll,
do a lot of. It's out there in the cook shack, but
All right.
um,
So Bumpy
I'll
says
tell you
you
what.
when hold on one second, B. Let me get this one so I can try to
Yeah.
stay kind of. B. Sorry, Bumpy said when you're consistently using two smokers or cooking in cycles more than once a month, you might want to consider something bigger or something more efficient. So I 100% agree with that.
yeah,
Because that was what it was. That I won't say that was the catalyst, but I started looking because I'm like, okay, I had a bunch of food to cook, and like I said, I cooked for the Super Bowl. This one particular year for the Super Bowl, and I cooked many a rack of ribs.
it's
I cooked chickens. I cooked wings. I cooked a whole bunch of
Roasted
stuff.
meals.
Briskets.
it's
I cooked pulled pork. I mean, I did a whole bunch of stuff. So, all right. So
it's something,
Todd says,
but
"Hey, a
So
pizza party."
yeah. So pizza. Just saying, pizza. I've done a crap ton of pizza in my pellet
Hmm.
smoker. Granted, I take it back. I've used both the LSG and I had a Camp Chef. And for me, I went to a take and bake style, take and
Yep,
bake,
yep.
and mm, oh my god, best crap, best pizza. I don't want to say crap, best pizza. It really is. It adds that extra
It just get a
touch
little
to
smoke
it.
flavor to it. That's and
just
just
smoke
something
You
flavor.
bet.
different.
That's exactly right.
And
So, and
there
there's a
does
lot
not.
of wood fired pizza brick oven folks that do brick oven wood fired pizzas around here,
Mhm.
and they are fantastic. And you
Yeah,
get just that hint of smoke on them, and just that hint of wood flavor, and it's good. So Scrog says love making or love smoked pizza, pellet smoker, but I do unconventional pizza. Use ranch style beans for the base
mm,
sauce, and then top with chopped brisket or pulled pork, then
I would
various
love
additional
to get that
toppings.
recipe. Just saying.
So
It's
I've
right.
done brisket on pizza. I think I've done pulled pork on pizza. When I have it left over, but I haven't had very many leftovers recently. I've been trying not well, one, the cooking has slowed down, and two, I've been trying to make sure that I don't have any leftovers because that's just my family's literally eating up my profits. Um, yeah, Dave said he's outgrowing his current setup. I mean,
Easy to do.
I want to say we've all been there, but when you, just like Bumpy said, when you start having to do cycles of cooks, then you know, all right, something's got to give. Oh goodness,
Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh.
man, Thanksgiving. Even at Thanksgiving, I'm doing a cycle of cooks.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
I I'm I cook
You got to be
everything
better
non
this
pork.
year.
That I won't say that little smoker is not going to help much, but it'll help a little bit.
It'll help a
Um,
little. Yeah.
but
Oh heck yeah,
I'll
You
probably
get
end up
four or
cooking.
five in it. You get
yeah,
Well,
4 or 5 in it.
four to five.
I don't know if it'll fit four. It might. It I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, oh yeah,
It'll fit four. Hmm.
oh
Probably.
yeah.
Well,
Probably. I
listen,
would
my
think.
max is still 16. I'm not, and I
Yeah, and that's
say
about where I
16.
am.
I say 16, but I really want to only do 14, because I still got to do one extra. I've
You
since.
could do a half
For
sheet with
us.
water and put
Yeah.
four in.
Mm, well, all right. So let's
Last
see.
3 years I've done 17. So
Mm,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to and dreading Thanksgiving at the same exact time. Just because
That's true.
I
That's
know,
well
like that's exactly it, Jimmy.
that works at Thanksgiving then,
That's
but
Do
exactly
you
it.
deliver to
you're worn
California?
completely
No,
out by the time
man,
Thanksgiving's over. You're done. Yeah.
that's exactly it. I am definitely worn clean out.
Yep.
Um, I come home and usually crash for a couple hours, and then I get up and I'm like, oh, we don't even worry about cooking on Thanksgiving. Usually, my wife is like, all right, we'll cook. We'll have our dinner the Friday or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Um, so yeah. Mm-mm.
You talked about not shipping to California a brisket during the summertime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come
I
That's
don't.
November,
hard.
Yo, when it gets cooler. Um.
Yeah.
come
That's hard
Oh
November,
as
damn.
day.
orders coming in.
I did not know that the Eagles played on Saturday. I am, dude. I This entire summer has been a whirlwind, dude. My schedule has been thrown completely off. I feel like, dude, I used to be on Instagram every now and again. I don't even get on Instagram anymore. I'll be doing other things. Oh boy, man, oh man, this right here. So you guys know that when I first moved to Maryland, and Roger, Roger's in here. I don't know Kenny. This is so Adrenaline Crew was my man Kenny. So Kenny was a professional stunt bike rider, and
Okay.
yeah, I would say we go way back. When I first moved to Maryland, it was 2002. And my goodness, I linked up with the folks that I linked up with in Montgomery County in Maryland, and Kenny was one of the folks that I linked up with. And we used to have, like, they used to go on rides, and then they would tear up. If you know Montgomery County, 270 from the Beltway up to 70 runs north and south through Montgomery County. Kenny used to wheelie 270 from like Montrose Road, which is like damn near at the bottom, all the way up almost to Gaithersburg, which is a good 10 miles, just straight wheelie. And then we would get off in Gaithersburg and we would go to a Harley Davidson dealership called Batley's. And we would go to Batley's, and then in front of Batley's, they would rip wheelies up and down the street in front of Batley's. Unfortunately,
Hell yeah.
we lost one of our friends. He passed away. He ended up
Mm, sorry.
washing out and hitting the pole. Yeah, it was, and this was back in 2001 when they didn't have all the cheat codes for doing, like, they didn't have the Ferris wheel size rear sprockets. He was legitimately popping that bike up and riding it for miles. Kenny was so innovative back then. He had a fog light that was on the front fairing of his motorcycle, pointed down, that was activated by a mercury
So we
switch.
could
So
see.
whenever he wheelied the bike and it was up in the air, the mercury would make the connection to turn that fog light on. I was like,
Yeah,
holy hell! Before LEDs and it was crazy. The stuff that I saw Kenny do way, way, way back in the day.
that's awesome.
So it is definitely awesome. You can look him up. Go on YouTube and look up Adrenaline Crew. So they were like the local Jackass before. Actually, it wasn't even Jackass because they were before Jackass. They were
Way
they were
before, I'm sure.
like Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera. I don't even remember what that crew was called, but dude, yeah, Ryan was it right? Yeah, Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera, those I feel like were inspiration for Kenny, and he used to do the stuff that Bam Margera, and Ryan Dunn used to do, but he did it
Mm,
in my backyard. So, bro,
that's
dude,
legit.
dude,
That's the
I'm
shit.
just reliving. It was crazy to not only say that he was a friend of mine, but like I witnessed and watched him do these things, dude. I remember they had a I don't know if it was a video release party. So again, this is how long ago this was, and it wasn't a video. It was on DVD. So Kenny would film the dumb stuff that they did, edit it, put it on DVDs, and then sell the DVDs at like the international motorcycle shows. They had a party where they shut down an entire block in DC, and him and Shorts was out there. I think Shorts was out there. Pun was out there, and why can't I think of what's the
Hey,
little
in the
guy's
chat,
name?
Steven threw a URL for the YouTube.
Yes, do yourself a favor. Go out to go out to his channel and watch some of these videos. And when I said, "Oh, Craig Martin," that's who it was. I couldn't remember. I was like, "Who's the little guy that talked with the accent?" And I couldn't say which Martin. They called him Crazy Martin for a reason. Crazy Martin was in fact crazy. I saw him pull a chick off the street and have her be on the back of the bike. Then he pulled another chick off the street, had her on the front of the bike. He's wheeling up the street with the chicks on the bike. He's doing stoppies half a block long. When I say, dude, and this was back in the day before they had cheat codes and used to have throttles on it. No, no, no. These were damn near stock bikes that they were throwing around like it was nothing. Nothing. Taj said, "Oh, he's real." Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's see. John says, "Is the math ratio on how much pellets or charcoal, etc., to the amount of heat for weights of meat you're cooking?" It's pretty good. The one thing that I won't say is, oh boy, Roger Dodger.
What up,
There he
Roger?
is.
Hey, hello. Hey, Dash, check your
Yeah.
text.
Uh, I didn't. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Look at this. So
What's that? Phase
phase
one?
one.
What?
This is a DVD. Whose DVD was that? Was that Kenny's DVD or before Kenny, or around the
That
same
was
time?
the guys a little bit after Adrenaline Crew. There was a phase one. That was my buddy Chris with Brendan and a couple other guys, local guys out of Montgomery County.
So do you remember D Aces was another one that also pulled out that did DVDs and stuff like that, and the dudes from D Aces ended up writing for Icon. I think it was Icon. They did all of their stunts to sell Icon, equipment, helmets, gloves, jackets, and stuff like that.
Did you see the other? Did you see the other DVD?
Yeah, so there was DC's Most Wanted.
That was the Mob Crew.
I do remember this one. So this
That
is the
was
DC Mob
Punisher's crew.
Riders. DC Mob Riders.
Yeah, yeah, that
That
was
was
Punisher's crew.
so that was where She Devil and Haga, though they rode with them. Yo, yes, man, oh man. Tell Leslie thanks for taking the picture. I see her hand in the picture.
No, I
Um,
took the picture. She was just got in the
holding
way.
it. All right. So Blind Man Dave says, "Do you smoke turkey for your family?" I do, but I also um I will fry a turkey for us usually as well. So I try to have an extra turkey that I can cook. I smoke an extra turkey, and then I have extra turkey that I can fry for us. So look, Kenny said how the fog light connected to the Mercury switch. Funny, dude. I guess Ryan Dunn that crew was CKY. Yo, and Crazy Martin, yes. Ben, Brandon, Jeff, Chris, exactly. Rest in peace. So indeed, was it Chris Cole? Was it Cole?
Yep.
Chris was his
Yep. Chris
last name,
Cole.
dude.
Yeah. Cole was his last name.
Yeah, and I mean, all of those dudes could ride. All of them could ride, and you know what's crazy is everybody had like a different discipline, but we all came together. So it was like crazy street bike riders. It was crazy racers. It was crazy, stunners, and then there were people who just they oh, why can't I think of
just crazy.
Matt? No, like there were so the whole thing was there were folks in this, and we called it a club, but it really wasn't a club. We were just a social organization, if you had to put a name on it, because even folks who didn't have motorcycles were in our social organization. This guy right here. Why can't I think of who's the one who rode the Chiquita bike? And he created the Chiquita run. We saw him at Will's funeral. Paul was the consummate tour bike rider, but it was a sport tourer that he had, right? He would go out and ride 1,000 miles. He would ride 1,000 miles in a day, come back home, ride his bike to work the next day. And that was just like I said. We had folks from all different walks of life. He was a professional at the time. There was a dentist that rode with us that was crazy as hell. He used to scrape his knee out on the streets. We had a firefighter that rode with us. We had DC police, DC fire. We had Montgomery County fire. We had Maryland State Police with us. So when we rode, we were protected because we had folks from all walks of life. And then not only all walks of life, all disciplines of riding a motorcycle. The dirt bike riders, the stunners, the long haul. We're going to go for a 500-mile ride on a leisurely Sunday afternoon. Those dudes. I mean, we had everybody that rode with us. Dance Machine, this dude, Dance Machine, for sure. So Dave said, "Hey, Dad,
you know what? You should have hit him up while you were out there, because he's out there."
I didn't know he was in San Francisco. I probably should have.
Well, no, he's on the other side of the Golden Gate.
Oh, okay. So he's like in Oakland or
somewhere. No. North of San Francisco.
Okay. I didn't have that much time, so
I know, and he's always busy. He's got like 8 kids. So.
15 kids. All right, so Kenny said, "Can you get me a copy of this when you're all done so I can clip it and put some of my socials?" Yeah, man. I'll figure it out. Because worst comes to worst, I'll figure it out, because I can download this video, and then kind of go from there. Scroggs said it sounds like good times, man. It was the best of times. It wasn't even good time. It was the best of times. As you see, when I moved to Maryland, the folks that I met when I moved to Maryland and was on a motorcycle, and it was Frank, and I'm trying to think what Frank's name was on. He wasn't B-Man. What was Frank's name?
No, B-Man was Brendan. He was part of that the Phase 1 crew.
Okay. But what was I can't think of what Frank's name was, but Frank I don't say little Italian guy, but he was kind of stocky, an Italian dude. But he introduced me to the dentist, and then that's when I also met Will. Will was one of the first people I met too. And then they're like, "Oh, if you want to, we're going out to Starbucks." And I'm like what Starbucks? They're like, the Starbucks. And I'm like, and then that's when I met you. I met Beth, and of course, who was the dude? There was a dude that rode the Ducati, the red Ducati. He was like one of the other black folks that was out there. I can't remember
the
his
photographer. I was having that conversation. I forgot his name too. Then he bought the upgraded 748 where the crank broke on it, and Ducati wouldn't warranty it.
Yeah, dude. And then he brought his brother out, who also, I can't remember what his brother rode, but his brother is the one who let me drive his truck out of Summit Point when they went racing one day, and he couldn't. They were like, "Oh, we need cars that aren't leaking to go drive the track," and I'm pushing his brother's truck out at Summit Point because I rode out there with Bill, Zen Puddle Jumper. We rode out to Summit Point. But dude, I mean, talk about good times. Hey, Bumpy, you be easy, man. Have a good one. I know, early you get up early in the morning. Brandon Bucklew, Phase 1, man. Only one I still hang with is John, aka Chills. Nice. Dude, I mean, I gotta give props to Kenny. He grew up. He grew up. I thought he would never grow up and stop the shenanigans that he was doing. He grew up and he's a corporate person now. And that's just that whoa. Some of the stuff I've seen him do, and it's like, so same thing, like around that same time, if you ever heard of Mischief TV, they were doing all of the same stuff in cars that we were doing on motorcycles. So our crews would like cross pollinate and I won't say intertwine, because they're also based in Montgomery County, based in the DC area. So yeah, it was fun times for sure. So man, but I haven't gotten a drink yet. I'm gonna go get a drink. I know I've been talking the whole time, Jimmy.
I've been trying to.
I know I've been trying to catch up.
I've been trying to carry the load for you, but
you got it. Yeah, I see you, and you drinking it straight up. I'm gonna go get my cup with some ice so I can. You know what? I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna drink the high proof stuff, a little bit of it. I gotta get up in the morning and drive to work.
Right.
All right, I'm right back.
I still got to get my guy to send the black top to you.
I might have to walk past the freezer and see what's left in that jar. I think you might be old as shit.
How old is that jar?
It's got to be 4 years, maybe even 5 years old. It might be pre-COVID. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it might. Well, it originally, and the reason it ended up blacktop is it said COVID killer on the top.
All right, I'll be right back.
So can you imagine being in San Francisco, being a tourist, driving a rented Tesla? You're turned on a wrong way road. It's a one-way road, and you turn the wrong direction. You pull off to the side of the road, and you've got the 6-foot black guy.
You're running into Dash,
walking right up to you.
Oh yeah.
That was the funniest.
Not a shy bone in his body either.
No. They shouldn't have released him on the street. I swear to God.
Oh, well, that was your job, B. That was your job,
I could not stop laughing.
I bet.
And the other thing was seeing him in that damn Jack in the Box. That was the funniest thing. He was just tearing up this poor guy behind the damn, the register. That's not a Philly cheesesteak. Don't you dare put Philly in the name. And it's like, oh, damn. I've been there. Whoops. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Whoops.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
I'm back. And
right, what you got, Dash?
This is what's left in there. And I've been.
Wow. Yeah. That's enough to smell. All right. We got to do something about that. I might make a phone call or two. Yeah. That's it. Man, that's been in your freezer for years.
Listen, I had to unbury it because I had it stuck on the door, and there was stuff molded around this jar. So once I took this jar out, it's not going back into the. All right, I was gonna put her into the cup, but we're just gonna.
Drink it from the jar.
This is for those I lost over the years, especially Chris and my other friends who passed away on bikes on two wheels. I'm glad some of us have made it. Definitely, Kenny is one. So yeah. No, you're good.
That's a meaningful shot. Too.
Listen. This is
the real deal.
This is for the old times. This was like 180 proof.
Ooh, that's actually 188 dash.
Oh man.
Yep.
What's 8% proof between friends? Yes, sir.
That's right.
Look what I just pulled out of the freezer.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know that's an old one too, because look. Man.
You know how much I've had of this?
I'd sit probably a thimbleful, if that.
Yeah, nothing.
Tosh said, "Yeah, I'm slipping." He said he finished his joint. Oh my gosh. Whew. Scrog said, "Need a drink to celebrate both the good and the best of times. The downfall of the NFA." Yo, speaking of the NFA, Canic finally sent me a suppressor. Finally, it's only been since late August, early May. They finally sent a suppressor. It hit my FFL yesterday, and now I was trying to run around and figure out how I could do fingerprints today so I can get my paperwork started for the Form 4. But if the NFA is down, I might not have to do that paperwork, and I might be able to just go in and do a 4473. And if you know what a 4473 is, and they transfer it to me, man, I can't wait. What up? What up? Andrew is here.
Doesn't that Form 4 expire? The stays expired tonight at midnight?
Yes. The need. Well, technically, yes. You have to be a customer of a litigant, or you have to be a litigant in the party. So you have to be a part of the Gun Owners of America, or like purchase your NFA item through Silencer Shop. There's a whole bunch of caveats and asterisks. So Andrew is here. He said Mischief is a throwback for real. I'll call Dustin to see if he can join. Nice. Dash is shy as an extroverted cruise director. Scroggs is laughing at that's enough to smell. Listen, I can still smell what was in that jar. What was in the jar? Yeah, look, Russ says send it. What up, Russ? How you doing this evening?
What up, Russ?
John said let's ride. Yes. Salute. Yes. Is that Big John? Big John? Big John? Big John? Goldwing Big John? I don't know. Yo, Dash chills, dude. John says, I remember Dash. Oh yeah. No, you can't forget me. You can't. And he said, just texted Dustin from Mischief to see if he joined. Hell yeah, we can get Dustin from Mischief. So I'm gonna say it was crazy. And I think Kenny, didn't I send you a picture of Dustin when I saw him at the Low Show in Pennsylvania years ago? I was like, hey, don't you know this guy? I swear I sent you a picture. Now I have to find a damn picture from Low Show all those years ago when I saw him. But I'm like, yo, man, I used to hang with Kenny, and man, we had some fun times down in DC. And I was telling him just about that whole block party in DC thing. And he was like, oh my gosh. All right, so it was before that, man. Now I'm looking back in the archives for the pictures. So it had to be in 2024 when I saw him. Scrog says, Kenny, all good, man. Made up for the story. Best times to do that. Yes, indeed, dude. I mean, and dude, that we went to a watch party and the club in DC, and it had a fantastic time. That was just like, I'm going to hang out with Kenny in DC, and man, all right. So it had to have been the summer of 2024. When was the Low Show? I know I have plenty of pictures of cars, so it'll pop up. And as soon as it does, I'll find Dustin from Mischief. Say where? Oh man, see. This is how small the world is. I was talking about Mischief TV, and I was like, oh, when Kenny did these different things with this group and that group, and oh man, when we hung with Mischief, and I remember seeing Mischief down in Ocean City a couple times, and then I saw you and took a picture with you um, at the Low Show, and that's when I talked to you and said, hey, my buddy Kenny, you know Kenny. So now I'm trying to find this damn picture that we took. Of course, it's been a couple years since we took this picture, but I'm sure I could find it. Come on. I'm down to July 2024. When is Low Show? It's maybe early in the summer. Either that or it was 2023, which that's crazy if it was that long ago. Come on. Where are these pictures? This is prom. Oh, so this is Will's funeral. So Will's funeral, damn, it's been 2 years since Will passed away. Oh, where Roger? Roger just left. All right, I'm still going back trying to find this picture
Looking
that I
at
took.
that Stag Junior, I forgot. Man, that's right at 130 proof.
Oof.
It's
all right, so this is me
it's
coming
hot
back
on the
from
back
Austin.
end. I'm like, why is that so hot on the back end?
Why am I sweating?
Woo.
Damn it. All right, so there's my trip to Austin.
Ooh, on the back end.
Oh, there's Ed's funeral. Man, I'm going back. Come on. I swear I have these pictures on this phone. And maybe it was on their old phone, but I thought they were on this phone. Oh,
Dash.
I'm listening.
The older you get, the worse that gets.
Oh man.
You collect a bunch of them from guys you went to high school with all the way through that you worked with.
Speaking of homies, there's me to Mrs. Taj and his wife that we were in Aruba that day. Since Taj is here, come on, I'm still scrolling. I'm trying not to just like fing past the pictures because I'm like, damn. I feel like it was after. No, I had the ID4. Let's see how many miles were on ID4 at this point. That's 50,000 miles. So it was before that. It was before that because I drove the ID4 up to the Low Show and I had just gotten the ID4. So damn, it may have been longer than I thought. Jeez. Because it was pretty brand new in 2022 rather, when I got it. Oh, here we go. There we go. Bam. There he is. There's the picture we took. So it took me a while to find it.
That's the shot, man.
It took me a while to find it, but that was from September of 2023. Yes, indeed. I told you I had that picture, and I'm like, dude. And I sent Kenny this picture. Like, you remember this guy? You know this guy? Look, I'm still rocking Still Drum Smoker shirts. And let's see, let's catch up. Oh, so he said September 2023, but it was Dustin said September of 2024. It was September of 2023 was when we, yeah. Look, Aruba Beach Boys start slaying. Yes, indeed. Dash used to talk to chicks for no reason, to tell them to have a nice life and to get their number and not get their number or nothing. I just, I'm a happy-go-lucky type person. So listen, Andrew said only car guys ID a timeline by how many miles on their car. I do. So Roger said I watched the mission video at Justin's place behind the Lake Forest Mall there with Pepper. Yep, good time. Yeah, Indeed, indeed, dude. I told you, Pepper's wife works with my wife, and we happened to be. We went to. They had like a so there, and you know, like I could, I can go past and like,
Sweet. Oh my
oh yeah,
god.
yeah. This is
That's badass.
that was the ID. That was the buzz. Like as it was just coming to the states. So this is a nice Carmen Gia, all types of, and this is Jesse's car. So that came from what's the guy's name from oh damn, why can't I think of the name of the channel on YouTube? But he drove it there. I'm just looking through these pictures like, man.
I got a phone call from a friend of mine today. He said, "Are you at work?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I am." He
Hmm.
said, "Stay there. I've got something to show you." He pulled up in a pristine, restored 1970s Chevelle SS.
Nice, nice.
Oh my gosh.
I
He
bet you that
knew
was
that was going to hurt my
strong. Oh my
feelings.
god.
Hey,
He knew.
yes.
Oh my
So
goodness.
one of my so listen, Andrew, I got the Passat back on the road, man. I had to do a delete. I ain't even gonna tell you how much it ended up costing me, but I'm bringing the Passat back, like putting miles on it and in force. So I might start driving that down to DC every now and again. But uh, um, what's your IG? It's so I am dash senior is my Instagram, and then that'll take me to dash senior. Um, and that'll take you to you'll see like also my barbecue page, which is Steel Drum Smokers. So yeah, throw the smoker in the trailer for old times, indeed. Um, so yeah, dude. I mean, and that's exactly it. So Kenny said he's getting ready to go get in the hot tub and turn into a lobster. Yes, sure, man. Um, we definitely so Kenny, we
Hell
still
yeah.
got to do the pew pew thing. I haven't forgotten. They've pretty much given me the green light. We just got to figure out when you can come up and we can get that done. So I've been waiting. I won't say waiting for you, but I know you're busy. I'm busy, but also it's hot as hell in the range right now. So I'm like, I'm not trying to do anything extracurricular at the range if I don't have to. Um, so yeah, this was a fun one, man. This was a fun one. I know. Sorry, Roger. He had. I won't say he had to dip, but he logged off. But and I was mad that this past weekend there was a big car show called VAG Fair. So it's the Volkswagen Auto Group initials, and it was run by a guy. Excuse me, run by a guy. Um, and that's one of the bigger car shows in this area, and it's up in York, Pennsylvania. And I used to have a good old time going to VAG Fair and linking up with folks. I would see them like once a year in Ocean City, or I would see them once a year at VAG Fair, and we knew each other just by the cars. And that was the way. I'm sure Jimmy, you got friends that you know them by the motorcycle they rode, or the car they drove, or the truck they rode in, or all of
Yep.
those things. And I couldn't tell you this person's name, but I could tell you who drove that car for damn sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's right. It's true.
that's what's up, Kenny. Just keep me posted, please, and we'll definitely link up to do the thing with the thing. So looking forward to it. But Dustin, man, I feel like it's an honor. We got genuine celebrities. So in case you don't know, Dustin has been on like VinWiki, Ed Bolian's VinWiki page, and he would tell stories. So if you don't know what VinWiki is, let me take a step further back. VinWiki is like a website where you can track the VIN number of like exotic or special cars to you or someone else. But Ed Bolian, who was the guy behind VinWiki, was one of the people who broke um the Cannonball record way back when. So then he
Yep.
started a YouTube channel where he would tell car stories, and he would get folks to come in and tell car stories. And I'm telling you, it was one of those things where when you see somebody on VinWiki that you know, right? I'm like, I've hung with that guy before. I've done different things with him. Mind you, I'm off in the corner, but I've been in his presence when he's done different things, and some of the things he's talking about, I can relate to because I was there or I was adjacent to. Like the last time before I saw him at the Low Show was in Ocean City, and again it was years ago. And this is if you remember, we saw a guy get tased right in front of us. And as soon as I say this, he'll remember. There's no way you don't remember this. So we saw the whole thing is the cops in Ocean City were dicks, like just period. They didn't like us being there. They didn't want us in Ocean City. So they did any and everything to drive us away from being in Ocean City. And we still came. We still went. We still saw all of those things. And actually, that's what I should put on this thing. I need to put an H2O sticker because it's just. But anyway, we were standing at the corner right by Anthony's Liquors. And if you're familiar with Ocean City, you know where Anthony's Liquors is. And we watched a guy who was clearly drunk. He was mouthing off at the cops, and then they kind of boxed him in. And then somebody was like, taser, taser, taser. And dude got tased and kept rolling. He kept running.
Damn.
We were talking about it. We were talking about how he must have had taser-proof draws on because he got tased right in his ass and took the tasing, flinched, and kept rolling. He ran so fast and far. Now, mind you, I swear we heard he got tackled like a block away, but still, he got away from the cops right there at that moment, and it was like the whole crowd was cheering for his ass to get away.
I would too.
To get away. It was a sight to see. So, but man, oh man, this was a trip down memory lane for sure.
When was this?
That had to have been 2018. Yeah, okay. 2018. Dude, Scrog says for some that taser is an energy boost. Man, that dog.
For some. Jimmy, take your
I don't even think he hit the ground. I think he got tased and just like I said, he jerked and then kept rolling. And the cops were amazed. They were stunned themselves. Didn't know what to do. And dude, yeah, I think that had to have been 2018. It was either 2018 or 2019. But the cops in Ocean City were taser, I would say taser friendly, but they like to tase people to the point where one of the cops, he got a nickname Taser Todd. And I could show you a meme picture that everybody. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
That's the X26.
So
yeah.
So Andrew asked, was that the rainy year? I don't believe so, because the rainy year was after Hurricane Joaquin. That was 2015. Ooh, it could have been that year. Because it was still rowdy. So, because 2015 was like the last good rowdy year that we had that the cops weren't like shutting any and everything down ahead of time. Because like we would go to parking structures, like underneath the parking structures and do burnouts. Then when I say we, I would observe. They would do burnouts, and Andrew has some fantastic video from being down at Ocean City and the shenanigans that went on. And it was good, clean fun. It wasn't like nobody was doing dumb stuff. Like the majority of the dumb stuff happened when people were running from the cops, or it wasn't until later people just started getting reckless. Hey Russ, be easy, man. Thanks for stopping in and popping by. Definitely appreciate you. You have a good one. Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I didn't do it.
Don't tase me, bro.
No,
don't tase me, bro.
I've got the T-shirt that says that. Don't tase me, bro. This is the 7.
Dude.
That's what it looks like. And
Bruh. Oh, now I
flip it
gotta.
on. This will hit you.
I would have
Twice.
never, ever.
It's the flashlight that gets you.
This actually, you take it and flip it
Put
like
it
this,
again.
and it has. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but it's got two cartridges in it, and one is for um, basically 0 to about 15 feet, and the other is from 15 to about 35, maybe 40 feet away. And you can select which one. It's the angle of the spread that's between the two. And I have seen people. I listen. In all these years, I've seen people that you could take the um, OC spray and spray them down, and they would be like, "Doesn't bother me at all. Spray it on my hot dog. I'll eat it." And the taser. You get two good barbs in people, it's gonna lock
There you go,
the
Andrew.
majority of people
That's
up.
that's Andrew's old car. I'm trying to find.
Nice.
There was a recent post talking about could we bring it back to Ocean City. So this was from 2015. This is let's see if I can find the newest recent posts. Nope, that wasn't the page. Oh, OCMD. All right. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So this is the post. This is the post from just a couple days ago, and it's like, so this is Taser Todd. This is Taser Todd. I'm telling you, we made a meme out of him for sure, and I'm gonna find so this if see you probably, but this was a Supra stair climb. So this was the first year I went to Ocean City. The Supra, it was wet, and it's almost always wet in Ocean City. And the Supra was driving up Coastal Highway, lost control, and smacked into the was it Ocean Pines Hotel? I can't remember what the name of the hotel was.
You know what's funny is, and I see TJ's comment. I have hit one civilian with a taser in my whole career. I've been an instructor for years, and I probably hit 300 officers with
this
a taser.
This is Taser Todd, and the whole thing was there was a huge crowd around him, and he's like, "I'm going to tase whoever gets anywhere near."
Can you explain what he's got in his hand?
This is a horrible picture. It's not gonna. I mean, it's similar to that one. It's probably an older model.
It looks like that one. How old is the picture? This is the 7. So this has just come out in the last year or so.
So this was much older because this had to have been from 20. Let me see if it says what year was that. It doesn't. But yeah, we called him affectionately. He was Taser Todd, and like we had Taser Todd like no when folks saw him out and about in Ocean City, they called him Taser Todd. He was a meme before memes like became memes. Yes, so that's so Andrew is part of the crew, and he said that pic went viral. You know how you take like I saw the other picture. There was another one where it was just kind of this they took clips from other pictures, and when I say they memed the hell out of him before memes were called memes, okay,
before they were a thing,
before it was a thing for sure. But yeah, this
funny.
I'm just looking through this, like I said, looking through this post. And when I saw it the other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, talk about going down memory lane.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. TJ said, Jimmy, y'all need to upgrade the taser 10 darts 40 feet and shoot them till they fall. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, he's in a smaller, jurisdiction or agency than you are. So
much.
Yeah.
Much.
They're a couple years behind. TJ. TJ like, man, I carried that my rookie year. I've been on the force for 30 years.
No. This is new stuff here. This is not this. The 7 is
state of the art.
So it's supposed to be the latest and greatest. It's yeah. We're actually doing pretty good on equipment right now. Right?
Roger's back. Roger, you missed Roger. It. I found the pictures of Taser Todd.
I've been listening.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And I think that's probably from like 16 or 17.
I kind of agree. But they were going.
I think my last year at H2O was like 17 with the wagon.
Yeah.
It was 16 or 17 my last year there.
Here's Taser Todd again. So that must have been, I think that was, that might have been 16 or 17. I'm trying to think if it was 16 or 17. Because what year was it? Now I got to look back at Andrew's videos. I think it was 16. Because Hurricane Joaquin was 15. And 16 it was relatively dry.
And 17 was wet. Because I went in the wagon and it was rain, and that's when I found out that the sunroof was leaking water in the
car. TJ said they lied to you, Jimmy. I got the Taser 10 last year and no more cartridges. They switched to darts.
Well, darts.
He's in a much slower, like I said, slower agency. They look, Jimmy gonna request one tomorrow. Watch when he gets to work.
We'll look it up. We'll see.
He gonna put in that request first thing in the morning.
No, this will. Like I said, I've only tased one civilian in my career, so it's not like.
Man, oh man. He said, but I've tased 300 officers.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny seeing those videos and like you got to get tased.
All the way back to the air taser, which didn't even look like anything like you see now. Nothing.
Let's see. Roger, how you doing, man? I haven't...
All right.
Yeah. Is anything getting any better or is it still kind of the same?
No, nothing's better.
All right.
So the left eye is pretty much blind for life.
Wow.
And the right eye is hanging in.
All right.
And the right eye is hanging in by a thread. So
how many fingers am I holding up?
You're a dick.
You know it comes from a place of love. You know it comes from a place of love, man. That's listen, if I didn't give you grief, no one would. Okay?
It's all right. I crack enough blind jokes at home.
Man, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Oh man. Well, dude,
I was thinking about ordering some custom eye patches, like leather eye patches, so that I can interchange the logos and stuff on it.
Okay.
Just so I could like freak people out.
Yeah, definitely. And then the worst part is they got to get up close on you in order to read whatever it says on the patch.
Well, remember that it's going to be much bigger than a normal eye, so they'd be able to see it without being 6 inches from my face.
Well, that's good. Nobody want to be 6 inches from your face.
No.
TJ, I looked it up. That thing must be huge. That 10, that must be that big around. It looks like it's huge.
Yo,
is that what she said?
No.
Yeah.
So look, Roger. Andrew said, "I'm sure Dash would give you a SDS barbecue sticker to put on it."
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he will. Free advertisement.
Right?
I need brisket for life.
Yeah, look. I need brisket for life. Shoot. Man, dude. Todd said I wasn't shit for giving you grief about how many fingers was I holding up. Todd, I feel like I've known Roger almost as long as I've known you. That's how I've known. Roger was one of the first folks I met when I moved to Maryland in 2002. So we're going on 24, 25 years that I've known Roger for sure. Definitely. And he just won't leave me alone. It's like just when I thought I was getting rid of him.
Back when you were like on the skinny tire.
Man, listen. He's shoot. Man. It's been a long time for sure. But yeah, so
and the way we met back up again was so random.
Crazy. It's like, wait a minute, I know you. Didn't you used to drive a Subaru back in the day? Then he was in the Volkswagens. Like, what? Wait, why are you all the way out here yeah. You preceded me with the
Hanover.
Volkswagen group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was hanging out with them with Anand and them in 2004.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely wasn't. So it's 2026. I've had the Passat now for I think 11, maybe 11 years. I had the Jetta before that for 5 or 6. So I think it may have been 2009, 2010 when I got linked up with the Volkswagen folks, because I know my first H2O was a super stair climb year, and that was 2009 or 2010. So, yeah. So Andrew said he thinks he started coming around in 2013. Yeah, Todd said. He said I'm an asshole for that, right? He said you ain't shit for that. He said, but that's how I know y'all boys, because I'm giving him shit. Trust me. He would give it right back to me too, because if I did something dumb or something happened to me, he wouldn't be like, oh, no. He would have a snide remark to make too. Mm-hmm. So Jimmy, TJ said it looks about the same size as the one you have.
Yeah,
maybe just looks bigger in pictures. Oh boy, Jimmy's going down a rabbit hole.
Doesn't everything look bigger in pictures?
Yeah, it sure does.
When there are 10s available,
Because, all right. So if anybody else wants to join the stream, we got about a half an hour left before I won't say call it quits before I hang it up for the night, because I got to get to bed and get up in the morning. But
no, really?
Yes, really. I got to go into work. I have I'm I won't say illegally transporting goods, but I have computers I have to take into work, or I would love to stay home tomorrow. But I would already stay home today, and they're like, "We need those machines." I'm like, "Okay." I would love if they could have fallen off of a truck. Trust me.
Hey, who did the Passat delete?
Who did what?
Who did the Passat delete?
Bill did. Bill Hussey.
Okay.
He did it for me. I had the car towed up to his house in PA, and he did it for me there. He's working at a dealership in Reisterstown. So whenever I have something that's above my pay grade, I'll drive it up there to him, and he gets it done. Um, but this last time, I'm like, bruh, I cannot get this thing to reset. And he's like, all right. He said, I'll do what I can do, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But it was EGR delete, EGR block off, the def delete, the um the whole canister, the it's a lot of stuff that came off the car. It sounds better. It 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 definitely has a little bit more performance than it did, but I mean it's got 188,000 miles. So I mean I'm not like breaking any quarter miles land speed records with the thing. Plus he only did like a stage 2 tune on it, which is basically to tune it for the deletes. It does put out a little bit of soot now, which is like, wow, I've never had that before. But I do have he said he had to drop the front subframe because I got not only the EGR done, I got the dual mass flywheel done too, so it doesn't rattle anymore. And you remember how bad the Passat rattled when it was idling, so it doesn't do that anymore. And I drove it back, and it seemed okay, but something in the front end is loose, and on the driver's side, in the front end is loose, and I got to figure out what that is before I put too many miles on it. But I mean, other than that, the car runs fine. The AC is ice cold. That's the one good thing about that car. The AC was always ice cold in that car. I got to clean it really good because it's been sitting for the last probably about 8 months for the most part. I drove it here and there when I had to, but I need to like clean it up and clay bar it and polish the thing bad.
Hope my vehicles aren't getting dented all up.
Has the fuel system been done on it?
No. Well, I had injectors done on it. I don't know if you remember, I took Eric up to PA to pick up an engine years ago, and one of the injectors popped out. And when the injector popped out, they replaced all 4 injectors. But that was after the motor swap. So, but yeah, one of the injectors popped out, and
no, because
all 4 injectors. I'm listening.
Because it's the fuel pump that goes. If the fuel pump goes, it shoots metal through the whole system, and you have to replace everything, and that's like $3,000. No, it's close to like $10,000.
No,
because they have to replace the fuel pump, the injectors, the fuel lines, the fuel tank.
I'm trying to think what they did when. I don't think I've had a fuel pump done. Oh no, I have had a fuel pump done. The fuel pump died. One of the times when. So. What was it? One of the times I took it to James's work, they did a fuel pump because something happened with the DEF pump and warmer, and then the battery ended up dying, and then because the battery died, it ended up killing the fuel pump because it kept trying to give the car fuel, and I had to get the fuel pump done. So I believe I've had a fuel pump done, over the course of the 10 years. I mean. I'm pretty sure I've had a fuel pump done, but I'm gonna say that fuel pump sounded fine because I was trying to do the remote start because I haven't been able to remote start it.
It
won't sound off or anything.
It won't make noise. It just dies and shoots metal through the whole system.
No, but I'll
and
I'll
because
add that
it contaminates
to the
everything, then everything's got to be redone.
Like I said, I'll add that to the short list. I know for sure I have a set of coilovers in the garage for it that I just haven't done. Like I bought these coilovers actually at VAG Fair, the last time I was at VAG Fair. So it's been probably 6-7 years since I've had these coilovers, and I started to do the work on the coilovers, and I was like, man, I don't feel like doing this. Like I just didn't want to do it. So I stopped. But like I said, I need to get up under it to check whatever. There's something going on, like something is loose in the front end. Like I said, and I know Bill said he dropped the front end to the whole front subframe in order to get the transmission out and do the dual mass flywheel. So, but it's running pretty good. I feel like it has a little bit of an exhaust leak, but that's neither here nor there. So that's probably something on the header or the collector, actually, not the header. But eventually, I'll figure that out. But it's running good. That's all. I don't say that's all that matters, but that's what matters. So, and it's back on the road, so that's also important. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. Did Katie join us tonight, B?
No. Well, kinda.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
She's kind of in and out.
Kind of like the way you kind of like the way you took some brisket to her or some ribs.
Well, the intent was there.
He meant good. He meant good.
Yeah,
good intention.
He tried.
Mm-hmm.
The intention was there. Just saying, but yeah,
he
the execution wasn't the same.
He couldn't give it up on the first date. That's what it was. He was like, she can't have my beef ribs on the first date.
She couldn't handle it. Let's say that. She couldn't handle it.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hey Scott, so I just googled where your hotel was.
Yes,
in San Fran. And I was like, I'm glad you didn't go exploring too far because you're like around the corner from the Tenderloin.
Dude, oh my God. I saw the Tenderloin when I left. I was like, holy shit. It was literally 2 blocks away in a different direction. When I was leaving, dude, let me tell you, I was like, but here's the thing. Some of that Tenderloin spillover was in Union Square. I think that was the area where I was. Dog. It was there was a lot of folks who man, seen the worst of times, for sure. AKB says good evening, gentlemen and Dash. So yeah, I'm telling you, when I got picked up from the hotel going back to the airport, he drove, and I think part of the problem was on my way to the hotel, I was like looking up at everything. I wasn't looking down at the street, or we went up a different street and I didn't see it. But when I left,
but to get to the hotel, you probably had to come the other way around.
I don't know.
Because they probably went down the Tenderloin to get around to get on the highway to take you back to the airport.
Bruh, let me just tell you. I saw it on my way home. Yeah, I saw it on my way home for sure. KB, what's good? How you doing this evening?
Remember that story? Remember that story I told you where I had to go to the Hard Rock to buy a hoodie because I got frozen out there? Well, that night, my friend, after dinner, he's like, hey, you want to come back to the office with me while I pick up my stuff before I leave? I was like, sure. So he called an Uber. We went there. And then we got there, and he's like, I want to take the Uber to the airport because he was taking kind of like a late night flight. He's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I'll find my way home. I didn't realize we were basically on the other side of the Tenderloin. So around midnight, I'm walking through the Tenderloin back out to Geary. So I could catch the bus back up to where I was staying. Okay. No, I was staying with my cousin, and she lives off of Geary, but like farther off near North Beach.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, I get up and I'm like, oh, I need to find at least a bus stop. And I was waiting at one bus stop and it was taking too long. And so I kept walking. And eventually I was like, man, I really got to go to the bathroom. So I was just like, I made up my mind. First taxi that came by, I was like, I wasn't signed up for Uber back then, so I was like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, first taxi, I flagged it down. It only cost me like $15 to get to where I was going, so I was like, I'm fine with that. It was just like, oof. Because my cousin was out of town that weekend. I was staying by myself in her place, and so there was like no one I could call,
Yeah.
So I was just like, let's figure this out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Because I figured
too.
out all the bus routes from her place to get to everywhere.
Yeah, dude, Did you get on the cable cars while you were out there or no? Oh, you said you did, and you had a
one of the
line.
times I was, one of the times I was out there. Because back in between 2012 to 2011 to 2013, I planned all my vacations from XM and spent a week in San Francisco with my cousin.
Okay.
So I did all the touristy things in San Francisco.
So I'll tell you, you were right with the whole having to wait a long time to get on the cable car. But what I did was I got out there early in the morning and got on the cable car and went all the way up to the beach, right? And then once I was all the way out to the beach, everybody's coming from downtown to go out to the beach. So when I took my first return trip back to downtown, I was like, okay, cool. And I started talking to the guy. So the guy in the front is the grip man, and the guy in the back is the conductor. So I started talking to the guy in the back, the conductor, and he's like, oh man, if you're trying to go back out that way and get on a different car, you need to, you were on this one. If you want to get on that one, you need to go back to where you started, which is right down there. He's like, we're coming up on it. But he's like, if you look down the hill right now and you see that line, he said, when we get off at the end of the line, he said, what you do is go up to that corner and walk up one block. And I walked up one block and got right on and didn't have to wait the 45 minutes to an hour to get on. So I got right on the car and then took it all the way back out to the beach. And then when I went out to the beach the second time, I walked to Fisherman's Wharf and did all of those things like that. And so then I did all of those things, and then I got back on the cable car. When I got back on the cable car for the third time, I ended up talking to a guy. He was the grip man, and I was walking down the street about to go and get into the line. Like, damn, I guess I'm gonna have to get in line. And he was like, "You traveling by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Come on, get over here." I'm like, "All right." So I go sit on the car. He's like, he said, you from around here? Or you just visiting? I said, I'm visiting. I'm from Philly, but live in Maryland, yada yada. So we get to talking, and he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "Well, we got one
fucking Phillies."
Yeah, well, so we get to talking, and I'm telling him about the experience I had with the conductor from the cable car earlier. And I'm like, oh, little guy, he had a Giants hat on. And I said, he was giving me grief because I got a Phillies hat on, this, that, and the other. And he's like, oh, little guy. He's like, oh, that's Steve, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, well, little Steve. So we start talking about Steve. So then, like I said, we start heading back towards downtown. And because I got on the cable car first, I had prime real estate. I was sitting in the front leftmost spot headed back towards downtown, which is where you can see Lombard Street. So I set up a camera on the cable car and filmed the entire ride back downtown. We ended up seeing Steve on his way back. He was headed a return trip. And I'm like, yo, that's that guy. There he is right there. He's like, oh, the guy's name was Lance. And Lance is like, oh, you know, Dash. Da, 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 da. So yeah, it was. And the guys who were doing the cable car, they seem to be a tight-knit group of folks. It may be, let's say it may be 25, 30 of them at most. And I feel like I met half of them and talked to half of them while I was out there. And they just, rip and run one way, back and forth. And I had a good old time. So I rode that car back all the way to downtown. Then when I got on the last one, I rode that car to the cable car museum, and then walked in the cable car museum, hung out in the cable car museum for a while, and then took the last car. I went back downtown. Actually, I got off at Geary Street and walked down to the hotel. I didn't go all the way down to the end. But I mean, I spent all day on the cable cars having a good old time. That was like the best $15 I spent. And then because when I went to the beach, it was still pretty early. It was only about 10 o'clock in the morning by the time I was at the beach after my second trip up there. Um, I ended up getting on the ferry, not the ferry, like the harbor or bay cruise, whatever they call it, the red and white ships, whatever. And I did a little trip under the Golden Gate Bridge around Alcatraz and back. That was $40, and I was like, all right, it's $40. I can deal with that.
Let's do it.
So, yep, exactly. The only bad thing was
That's pretty cool.
the Golden Gate Bridge was very foggy, so there was a huge layer of fog on the or at the Golden Gate Bridge. So like I won't say you couldn't see much of anything, but it was just so foggy that it really didn't matter. Like you couldn't see much of anything. Like that was all you could see.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was still pretty cool that we were right underneath of it. But I mean, it was.
Yeah, I've crossed it like 4 times, and on the other side, there's a little like as soon as you go over it, and there's a little pull off area, it's like a tourist area, it's got the history of the museum of the bridge, and then from there you can like see the whole bay and everything in the bridge, and so it's kind of cool. Then on the other side, there's like another area you can see also, but I've gone across it to get to the other side because there's a forest over there of the redwoods.
Yes, I did.
No. Oakland's on the south side.
Okay, all right.
This is on the north side.
Okay.
So remember, Golden Gate is the north side. Oakland is the Bay Bridge.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes more sense now.
So if you're at the pier, if you're standing at the pier looking at across the water to Alcatraz, Golden Gate's to your left, and Bay Bridge is to your right.
To the right. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
So Golden Gate on the other side, and because that's where on that side is where Rob Dance Machine lives.
Okay.
Yeah. So my cousin took me to the Redwood Forest one of the years I was out there, and that thing is just impressive because they're like 300 feet tall.
Oh my God, dude! I was telling somebody. I think was it you, Brian? I was talking about how we got off the plane when I went to Fresno, and we went up to Yosemite, and I'm like in complete awe. Like, yeah, I brought back a acorn that was this big when I was in California last, and I was in California last before Sydney was born.
I think there's a photo, there's an album on my Facebook profile that's got pictures of the trees that when I went there.
All right. Dude, I am. I was like, wow.
You should go.
Yeah, I wish I'd have had more time. Well, I wish I had more time while I was out there, but I got everything I needed to do.
It's like you need a week. You need a week minimum.
Easy. To go different directions, different places.
You need more than a week. As much as
you definitely need more than a week, but like week-long trips, like different week-long trips to cover it all.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been out there for like a month, and just in different points, different vacations, a week at a time. And I've covered different areas every time I've gone. So, because one year I went out there, my other cousin took me all the way down to Pebble Beach.
KB says, "Did you see our crazy driverless cars, dude? Let me tell you."
Tell him, Scott.
So it was crazy. The Waymos were all over, and every person who's in the Waymo has their phone out recording the Waymo driving. which is nuts. And then there was these other things, these box things, and I was like, I wanted to get in one.
Golf
It looked
carts,
like it. No, it looks
golf
like a horse
carts,
and carriage. It looks like a carriage from a horse and
golf
carriage.
carts, golf carts,
No, it looks like a horse and carriage, like a
golf carts.
horseless. Mm-mm. It
In the
looks like it's
chat,
straight out
golf
of
cart or
Bridgerton.
horse and carriage.
It looks straight out of Bridgerton. It looks like a carriage, like a horseless carriage.
Golf
What say
carts.
ye? What say ye? B kept calling them golf carts, and I was like, no, it's not a golf cart. That's a
I'm
horseless
just
carriage.
saying.
No. And this is the video that I took from my wife.
There's no passengers in that one.
The dude was recording
It's just
himself
driving by
in
himself.
the car.
No
Just saying.
passengers.
Yeah. But Waymo, there was Waymos out there for sure. For sure. Yeah, it was David's Deli, and it was pretty dope. But yeah, I took plenty of pictures of the. Oh yeah, Roger also took a picture of a nice 300D, the same yellow mustard color as yours. That's the one you had.
Right.
Yep.
When I was on the cable car, I didn't see the front end of it to be able to tell you what year, but I mean it looked plenty old. But yeah, that was
Well, all those are like from the 80s, anyways.
indeed.
Pardon.
So, but yeah, I had a good trip. It was definitely a good trip, and I got the work that I needed done, taken care of, and that's all that matters. The meeting went off without a hitch. Well,
We had a few beers. It's all good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, but let me see. Turn this thing on. Smart things. Kitchen, refrigerator.
Well, guys, I'm going to bounce. I've got an early morning.
Yes, sir. You be easy.
I already know the questions I'm going to be asked.
I'll be sleeping through it. Just saying.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I understand.
TJ said bye, Jimmy. He's on here.
All right, we'll trade cops.
Jimmy.
All right. Guys, take care. We'll see you
one
next
for
week.
the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You've been relieved. He's officially 10-7 now.
There you go.
TJ,
How's
what's
it
up with you,
going?
man?
Getting out of this, heading home.
Nice. Have you made any sausage lately?
No, I'm actually going to probably make a batch in the next couple of weeks. I can only really do a true cook every other week when I have a weekend off.
Okay.
Because it takes a long time. I don't use my pellet smokers. I use the stick burner.
Okay.
But I have I signed up for I signed up for a jambalaya competition.
Oh, okay.
It's like a fundraiser. November 1st, right after Halloween.
Okay.
To do a fundraiser for a fallen officer in the city I live in. And I make my own sausage. I use my own sausage I make for the jambalaya.
Nice.
I don't believe you make your own sausage. Just saying.
Go to my Instagram. You'll see.
Oh my God, I'm kidding.
He's messing with you.
And I think I'm going to sign up for a jambalaya cook-off at a campground I go to often. They do them every weekend in October, so I think I might do an early, quick camping trip and do something in October, early October.
Cool.
I haven't found the barbecue cook-offs that have been going on. That go on in my area yet, but this is like the first ones I've run across for jambalaya, and I got a pretty good jambalaya that I do.
I would say look up the Steak Cook-Off Association (SCA). You might find a SCA event, and if you find an SCA event, they might be able to put you I don't say in touch, but some of those same people who do the SEA events might do some of the other barbecue events in the area, and then there's your end more or less.
Right. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I've actually been messing with smoking chicken. I actually did some today before I went to my detail, like some chicken thighs.
Mm-hmm. Man, thighs are the most forgiving.
Yeah, they came out pretty decent. I tried some in a pan. I tried some not in a pan. Definitely crispier, not in the pan, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But I'm still working on. The skin was pretty decent. It isn't as crispy as I would want it to be. And I did it a little like a couple weeks ago when I did camping. A guy had leg quarters he got on sale, and I threw those in, and they came out phenomenal.
Oh, that's
Skin
what's
and
up.
all. So I'm trying to just work on smoking chicken since it's the cheapest meat right now anyway.
Oh yeah, by far. All right, so let's see here. Kenny said he put together a video. It's a short, so I was trying to find it. Is it public or is it not public, Kenny? Oh, here we go. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so you can see the stuff Kenny was doing. Go to share screen. Now. So can you guys see that or no?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm driving, so I'll look at what I can.
So as a cop, what would you
sitting
do
on the
if
gas tank doing wheelies, and that was called a high chair. Stoppies, circle, burnouts, long wheelies. Dude.
Hey Dash,
Yeah.
burn rubber, not your soul.
Oh man, no, don't ever. Never. Never. That was the most joke of a movie. But wait a minute, wasn't no, that wasn't hold on. What's the name? Kenny, you weren't in Biker Boys, were you? I know he was in one movie and I thought he did yeah, he said, all right, he said it's a brand new
Torque.
short.
That was more of the motorcycle one. Biker Boys had a lot of four wheelers.
No.
I have a feeling I know what Brian was going to ask.
No. Biker Boys was all motorcycles, but it was like they were racing more like street racing in Biker Boys.
And Torque was just
I remember.
Yeah, Torque was weird.
Torque
had the bike. It was entertaining.
Torque had the jousty with the bikes on top of the moving train.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, that was a little silly.
Yeah, come on.
But if you don't know the motorcycle world, then it's entertaining.
Yeah, true. And we left that movie theater mad. So Kenny said we did a few. He was casted in main to be the main in Biker Boys, but then it was sold to another studio. He said my guys did Torque, and I knew there was one of those videos you were pretty proud of, and Biker Boys, yeah. I knew there was one of the videos he was pretty proud of, and was like, oh, we were in the movie, and just like, oh, go see the movie. And we went to see the movie because we knew Kenny and folks Kenny knew were in it. So we would have watched it anyway, but we went to see it specifically earlier because we knew Kenny was in it or Kenny had folks that was in it. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, there's the new short, and that's what I just played. And that was a snippet from his Denver adventures, apparently. But I mean, when was that filmed? Because that looks like it's Pretty no. Kenny, when was this on tour in Denver, Colorado? That looks pretty recent, or at least maybe the footage just looks better. But still, all of those videos probably, I mean, they had to be at least maybe 15 years old. Golly.
So, Dash, I got a question for you off topic.
All right. Yeah.
Off topic.
It's so. Is the new YouTube terms going to affect you, or you good on the monetization?
So the new YouTube terms will not affect me, luckily enough.
You have enough that you're not bothered by that?
Yes, but what will affect me is the long form videos will still earn revenue the same or similar way to how they're doing now. The shorts videos are what is not going to earn. I'm not going to earn money because in order to earn money via shorts, you have to have some crazy amount of views, like 10 million views in 30 days, something like that. In order for you, yeah. In order for
they're trying to push them shorts, and I can't stand the shorts. I hate the shorts.
I agree.
Not only that, but the problem is the AI slop bot, slop channels. They're making shorts and they're churning out the shorts like multiple an hour. So they have those views that are gaining or monetized because they're gaming the system pretty much. And because of that, YouTube has said that we have to set the bar that much higher for shorts because of all of the, these AI creators or AI creation tools that are making it easy to go viral with a short, and we have to kind of respond accordingly. So the main thing is that you have to have like some crazy amount, like 10 million views on shorts in order to even be considered to put money or get money from that from the shorts pool.
So it sounds like you're just not going to bother with shorts. Really, you should boycott the shorts anyway.
So the shorts serve a purpose. I will say that the shorts help grow my gun channel because I didn't always have the ability to film long form content, but I could always go back to my videos from when I'm standing on the range, and I could film 10 or 15 people doing things throughout the day. And at one point I was filming stuff on purpose where I was filming 10 or 15 different things, and for like 2 months, 3 months straight, I posted a different short every single day. And it helped get my watch time up, even though it was very small. But and then because of the shorts, I could point the shorts back to a long form video.
Right.
So he said, "Don't ask." He says it's updated in 4K. Oh yeah, 10,000 hours. I'm fighting for that now. How can I cheat it? You can't, dude. And you don't need 10,000 hours. You need 1,000 hours. No, 4,000 hours. And
they're doubling it. I think they were doubling it to 8,000 or something.
8,000. It's going to be 8,000, but that doesn't go into effect until February 1st. February 1st. So you have 6 months basically, Kenny, to get it done.
So I don't know.
It's not even the algorithm. Clear. It's just it's YouTube's monetization policy. And I've dealt with it before because my first channel got monetized. The hurdle wasn't there. Like the hurdle really wasn't there. But the second channel, I see how people struggle to getting 1,000 subscribers is not easy. Getting 4,000 watch hours is not easy. And it's not easy. And the whole thing is you have to have those watch hours within a year. So you can't even say, oh, during the lifetime of my channel, I've had my channel for X number of, months or whatever. I had 4,000 hours because, and that's the thing. Like I was worried that some of the videos that I had kind of go viral were going to fall off to my 12 months, and then I wouldn't make it because I had some videos go viral, and then Yeah,
Thank
I had
you.
some videos go viral, and they were what was actually kind of getting my numbers up, but they were about to fall off, if you will. So, um, Kenny said, I make 3 shorts a day. I was at 5,000 subs in 3 weeks. Holy cow. He said, I make 3 shorts a day. I was at 5,000 subs 3 weeks ago. Now I'm at 24.5. He said it works. So, what you need to do, Kenny, though, is mix posting shorts and long form, and then make sure you're posting pointing to the long form from the shorts. But you obviously have been editing video for quite a long time, and you know what the videos are and how to edit. So just make sure you're pointing those shorts to long form content and try to get people converted. Um, Andrew said market saturation will probably continue to raise it as more people become content creators. I mean, they have no choice but to do that. They really don't have a choice in the matter. All right, good, because that's the
I
thing.
mean,
Um,
YouTube's becoming like my main source of entertainment and
television. Yep, yep.
over television. I mean,
I 100% agree. I watch more YouTube than anything, but every now and again I'll sit down and watch Netflix. But I
I
mean, I
canceled it.
haven't. Gosh, I want to say I wish I could, but yeah, my family still watches Netflix a good deal.
They all work. They can get it themselves. I
The
literally
bad thing
canceled
is,
everything. I canceled Netflix, Hulu,
hmm
Disney Plus, Peacock. I canceled a long time ago. I only had Prime, Paramount, and Apple TV. And I think after Ted Lasso's done with the new series, I'm gonna
okay.
pause that one. But yeah, I mean, I gladly pay for premium YouTube, because I don't care for the ads.
Mm. Let's see. So Andrew said just like Google had to change the search engine optimization stuff, they same for YouTube. Um,
Yeah.
Kenny said 1.1 million followers on Facebook, just added TikTok too. So he said so he's got to attack it. I want to say I feel the same exact way, Kenny. I just like I don't want to get back sucked into that to TikTok. I don't want to. Um, let's see, channel
All your
analytics.
shorts that you do, you literally can put on TikTok because
Yes
that's all
and
it is
no.
anymore.
Yeah, but I want to say it's not. So I'm gonna say my thought, but my intention is to take and when I was in San Francisco, the guy who was doing the audio video for the hotel I was at, we were talking about YouTube and shorts and other things like that. He was like, "Oh, if you're using DaVinci," because we started talking, and he popped something up on his laptop, and I'm like, "Oh, I see you're editing DaVinci." He looked at me. He's like, "You know DaVinci?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do barbecue videos and gun videos
I got
outside of
this.
this." Yeah, I was like, "Outside of this, yeah." He's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Very rarely do I see somebody that knows what this is." And then we started talking. So I was like, yeah, the one thing I need to do, I'm lacking with the shorts. He was like, you can take your long form video and then convert it to vertical and just pull out the pieces you want and send it. And I was like, what? Hold up. So that
Tell
was
me
what
more.
I meant exactly. And I definitely was like, tell me more. So if you look on the firearms channel, I have a video of me I'm saying it was like a sneak peek of me comparing a new pistol with one of the older pistols, and I'm like, take this snippet, this snippet, this snippet, and then change the vertical video. Then I can edit and move everything around the way I needed to, and I'm like, why haven't I done this sooner? So,
Well, the same thing. Once you convert it to the vertical, you could drop it into TikTok.
yep, I'm aware. I am aware.
I was against it too, and the video I have where I just do the walk around on my trailer after I gotten it done, like I got like 1,500 views in like a couple of weeks. Or actually, I got like 1,000 in just a few days, and then it trailed off. I mean, I don't. really, I just threw something up there. Was doing a little bit of it here and there on TikTok, but it's mainly Instagram. Is what I really go on to. And at some point, I'm going to start doing some I'm gonna do a video on YouTube with introduction of it, and then also smoker, just and start doing things here and there when I get some time.
Cool. I mean,
hey Scott, send me the videos. I'll upload them for you.
Oh. Sure.
I got nothing but free time.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I have a lot of the videos I've done recently. I have the files. I just need to convert them to vertical, and then once I convert them to vertical, or at least convert a portion of it to vertical, I can just do it. So I will. It's just a matter of me having to sit down and do them, which is not that crazy. So, oh my goodness, look at this guy. All right, so
what
let's
up,
see.
Q?
Doing some Guinness Book World of Records with Crazy Martin. Okay, when are you doing that, Kenny? There's a clip of our shorts of Crazy Martin doing Endo's first one that was at the party in DC and got 2.5 million views. Yep. Hi. What up, Clinton? But I can't put any footage from Adrenaline Crew 1 or 2 online because Warner Brother home video tries to claim they own it. Too much to battle, but now I have lawyers, so I've been trying to free it up. Dang, man. You're that's crazy that you're, it's like I own the footage, but that publishing house or clearinghouse or whatever has a copyright claim. Damn. Oh man, I haven't heard that name in a while. Tattoo Dan, yeah.
Tattoo Dan.
I'm doing a rally this fall across the country. We may stream it. Nice.
That ever.
Tattoo Dan?
Yeah.
So Tattoo Dan, he hung out with oh my god, Travis Pastrana. I'm pretty sure. Because Travis Pastrana lives right down the street. He lives in Southern Maryland. There's another one that I'm like 1 or 2 degrees separation from Travis Pastrana. Dude, man, this is just more blast from the past. I see that Tesla brought a lot of smiles to you, Dash. Okay, the Tesla ball smiles to me because I was heckling them. They were driving the wrong way down the street. So they came down the wrong. They came the wrong way down the street, and I yelled from where I was.
Wrong way.
They came down the street the wrong way, and and when they stopped, I was yelling out, "You can't park there! You can't!" So I had everybody on the street that heard me cracking up.
Was it the auto drive?
There. No, it wasn't. It seemed like somebody was. It seemed like a little girl was behind the driver's seat. So, but the whole thing is, no, it was a little girl. It was a young girl.
Oh damn.
There were 2 or 3 guys in the back seat. But the whole thing is, when you see me walking up to the car, I'm actually backing away from the car. I had already knocked on the window, gotten the lady in the car to roll her. Like
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
They rolled the window down, and when they rolled the window down, I was like, "Hey, you can't park here, right?" And the woman in the passenger seat was like damn near in tears, laughing. She was cracking up. And then that's when when she rolled the window up and turned around. That's when she finally turned around because traffic cleared up. But
I was laughing so hard it took me a few minutes to pull my phone out of my pocket to record the shit. Just saying, it was so fucking funny. Pardon the French. But,
you're good.
It was
hilarious. If I feel like if I'm gonna say if I was still in Montgomery County, I probably would be still hanging with you and doing more dumb stuff, or at least more.
We get in some serious shit. Just saying.
No. I'm talking about my friend Kenny. I moved away from Montgomery County where he lives or lived at the time. I think he's still in Montgomery County. But anyway. Because we're talking about Travis Pastrana and this guy named Tattoo Dan.
Yep.
But I feel like I could have possibly hung out with them too, going to these other places and doing other things. because it was like I had nothing else to do. And I was like before kids and stuff. So, but anyway, it is almost 11:30. I need to go ahead and take my butt to bed myself. Kenny, keep grinding. You should have enough. That's the only bad thing about shorts is the shorts don't equate to much watch time. Um, but
No
once
watch
you
time.
do,
Exactly.
yeah, well,
Exactly.
they do actually. But the thing is, if the short is 30 seconds, then you get in 30 seconds of an hour. So you
If
have
they're
to get
watching the
that.
whole thing.
Yeah. You'd be
But the
surprised.
views
It's the
are
shorts.
more
Most of
numerous
the
than
time,
regular.
the most of the time the shorts you do end up seeing people watch them longer because they don't know when they're going to end, and then they roll over and they've watched 100% or 110% of the video.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
So yeah, Quentin says night night. Good night, dude. We missed you.
Thank
We were
you.
talking about you earlier. Um,
Had nothing to
146
do with
qualified
the
watch hours in the last
yes,
365 days, but
just
I
say
just
that.
started uploading July 12th. So I was demonetized from YouTube, been MIA for 10 years. Dude, if you have 146 hours in less than a month, you are well on your way. Um, because the more you post, the more that number is going to exponentially grow because people are going to watch one video and then go down a rabbit hole and see some of your older other videos. I know
Yep.
once I started gaining momentum on my firearms channel, it was pretty much just a matter of time before I got monetized. And sure enough, it didn't take, I'll say it didn't take very long, but it didn't take long after I hit my 1,000 subscribers for me to hit my watch time and become monetized. But you know,
Yeah, that I found this guy that just started. Didn't even know he started, but I found his video, Leap Year Barbecue. Just was watching one of his things and decided to go back and look at it. He's only got like 8 videos. I
mm,
ended up watching all of them. Like he just
yeah,
started like last month. So
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I know what he's talking about, but it's like I've seen all of it, but not from him.
So one of the things that Kenny did is he built a company and a device. It's called a Silent Beacon. And the easiest way to explain it is think like the life alert, but this one connects directly to your cell phone, and obviously you keep it on you, and there's some subtle differences between life alert and the silent beacon, especially because it's not just for old people who are living by themselves. It's for anybody that could be doing solo travel or solo, like TJ, you were talking about going hunt, back not back camping. So hey, you have this silent beacon, and if something pops off, you can alert folks from your cell phone. Like you can set up, I think it's 3 or 4 people who, if you press that button, you'll get a text message that says, whatever the case may be. And I don't remember, but I remember the process, but don't remember exactly what it was.
All the
So
press call basically preset
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Is
And
it
Kenny
an
said
app on the phone or is that just
so.
linked to your phone?
The device connects to an app on your phone, which
Ah,
I believe it also does GPS. And listen, you can have Kenny tell you about it. Oh, he said that there is an app, but it doesn't need to be open. When you depress the button, it sends a signal through your phone pretty much automatically because it's connected via Bluetooth. Um, so Kenny said he's
I,
gaining about 1,500 subs a day right now on here. So yeah, just need to keep grinding. Indeed. Um, Kenny says healthcare nurses are number one because they have to go into areas they are unsure of, the education and the then government and social services. So it's not only for medical events. I was just saying, the easiest
you
way to
probably
explain it
can
is like
you
each.
probably can
So
preset what the alert is that's sent out. I'd imagine.
I don't know. You probably could, but there may be some sort of deadline or cutoff for that. Um, Is it like the control center for it? Oh, it's like the control center for it. Yeah. Yeah, get me on this damn show. Sometime my fingers are gonna fall off. Dude, I told well, I won't say I told you, but the whole thing is you click that link and it'll take you to StreamYard and you can join us. But maybe not tonight because I'm falling asleep. I will be asleep. So if you want to join us on one Wednesday, I'm here Wednesdays at 9 p.m. You're more than welcome to talk about
Eastern.
your 9 p.m. Eastern, okay, to those. And I normally say 9 p.m. Eastern, but I know he's Eastern, damn it. So I didn't have to specify for him. But anyway, listen,
But
I'm
I
going to go
need to
ahead
know
and
what you were
end it.
talking about.
Yeah, he said he's in the hot tub. Gotta get in the hot tub. Hot. Water too hot. So I in that video yesterday, I put a James Brown clip in that video. Yeah, it was
Yeah, you
yesterday.
did.
You're showing your age.
Listen, that was actually before my time, to be completely honest. I'm just aware of
No,
it because
that's Eddie Murphy on
I
SNL
know.
doing James Brown.
Yes,
So
but
that
when did
is
he
your
do it?
time.
Nah, I didn't see it first run on SNL. I saw it afterward on YouTube.
On the replay game.
Yeah, so I never watched it. I'm gonna say first run. So,
So
but
for the
anyway.
replay gag, we're gonna make Adrenaline Crew
Oh yeah,
the
that's a good
keyword.
one. Adrenaline
Oh
Crew.
yeah.
Yeah, an extra bonus if you go out to Adrenaline Crew's YouTube page and subscribe and comment that you came here from my video.
Adrenaline page.
Yeah.
Hey, is the
So
hype feature gone?
no,
No.
you can only do
No.
it from your phone.
Ah, that might
Yeah,
know what it was.
you can only do it from your phone.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. All right.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Smash the like button and sub. Yes, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, you guys know the routine. I will see you guys next week.
Good to
Yes.
see you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Later.
Be easy. Take care. Deuces. He said, see y'all next year. All right. Peace. Goodbye.